Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video. Today we are going to be going over my melee Amara build. This is my day one, week one character. I found that melee's been a lot of fun. Obviously it's different to previous titles. Having a melee siren is something we're new to, so I thought I'd embrace that fully and actually put a build together. We've been using this inside Borderlands 3 at level 50. We've been kind of just enjoying the character, and she just absolutely destroys packs of enemies, and with the combat being so fun in this game, she just does really well. So with that said, let's get into it. So we're going to start out, we've just got a weapon. Basically it's a radiation weapon. We're using a Hyperion SMG that's shooting radiation. It's not that important. It's got an anointed perk on it. When your action skill ends, you get some life steal, but not really important. That's not really part of the build, to be honest, but it's good to have a radiation gun that you can debuff enemies a little bit, so we'll use that. In slot 2, which is our main melee weapon that gives us 80% melee damage because of the attachment on. This could be any gun, but basically it gives us 80% melee damage. But the main big thing, which you're going to see, the key to all the items that we've got in this build at the minute, it's got an anointed perk on it, which when your action skill ends, it gives you 100% melee damage for a short period. So that's why we're using that. We've got an Iron Willed Marshal, which again, another anointed siren. This one is a really, really nice gun. You just get to run around. As soon as you pop your face slam, which is what we're using, your melee damage is increased for 200% for a short period. But it's a really nice gun. You can just run enemy to enemy. When you're not melee in, you can be shooting with your Jacob's weapon. It's kind of insanely good and real good fun. So we've got that for slot 3. In the last slot, it could be anything. Maybe a launcher. If you're playing hyper aggressive melee, sometimes you're going to go down. So just something with big damage. We're using the new and improved Flakka from Borderlands 2. It's back in 3, and it's absolutely, it looks amazing, this gun does. So we got it recently. I decided we're just going to rock that in position 4. So we've got a Rope-a-Dope Solitary Breaker, which has got us 3 skills inside the Brawl tree, which is the main one we're going to be focusing on. We get some damage reduction, we've got a bit of weapon handling. The perks aren't important. This is obviously first week, so we've not got perfect stuff yet, but this is the thing I've been using, so it's pretty nice. We've got just a normal shield on. At the moment, again, this is an anointed siren, which is giving us face slam. Melee damage is increased again for 200%. So that's the only reason really we're using it. I'd like to get a Rough Rider with 80% melee damage on, and it'll give us that damage reduction. So I think a Rough Rider with melee damage on would be something we really need to farm, which would take the build forward. But for now, it's pretty good. Face Slam gives us 200%. It's worth it. So the grenade, we managed to pick up a Power Siphon Transfusion Frag Grenade. It's got radiation, it's transfusion, it heals you, it gives you some shield. It's pretty nice. We just throw that out when we need to, so that's the grenade. The real key to this build is this legendary artifact. It's called the Knife Drain Commander Planetoid. Every time we melee an enemy, we're going to get 75% life steal. So it's basically Moxie weapon from Borderlands 2 on drugs, basically. It's that good. So obviously the Grog gave you 65% inside Borderlands 2, and this gives you 75% on melee. So as long as you're within melee range, you're going to get big damage, and you're also going to get really good healing, so it keeps you alive really well, so that's really good. It's got a secondary perk on there that gives you 69% bonus elemental damage whenever you melee an enemy, and the elemental type changes every 5 seconds, so that's kind of nice. Bit more melee damage on the bottom of the card, some max health and a bit of cryo damage. So obviously later on we're going to try and farm a min-max version that's got better stuff on it, but this is again week 1. So that's all the gear that we've been basically rocking, which brings us on to the build. So we're going to go straight into Face Slam. So we're going to go with the green tree to start with. We're going to have 3, we've got obviously the +1 because of the legendary class mod that we're rocking. So with this, the closer you are to an enemy, the more damage you can do, up to 48% damage. So if you're up on top of somebody with a melee, you strike him, you don't die, you can use that Jacob's pistol I've got to just destroy up close. So you could use a shotgun in that case, but that's a really nice skill. Personal space. We've got 5 points in Clarity. Clarity is your basic regeneration health skill. You get 5% health back per second, but with the special thing with clarity is when you actually hit after your action skill, the bonus doubles, so you can get 10% per second for 10 seconds. So that keeps you alive. That carried me all the way through the first playthrough. I had a class mod that buffed it to 8, and we were getting at max 16% health back per second, so even the big bosses couldn't kill me. It kind of carried me all the way through, so clarity is really good. We're going to move down to Helping Hands, which is 40% damage reduction with 5 points in for 15 seconds. Basically, you see her arms are active, and when somebody shoots at her, the arms block it, which is damage reduction, so it gives you like 40% damage reduction. We've got Samsara, which is a stacking skill. So every enemy that you hit with your action skill, you get some gun damage. You also get some health regen. That's really good. I've put 4 points. These are like the leftover points, but I put 4 points into arms deal. And I think with the splash damage and putting together with the slam, and we've got Nova going, I think it's really good. But you could put it in either of mindfulness or vigor because they're speed of movement. But we got 4 points in there. 16% splash damage, 35% damage reduction on splash. That's pretty good. So we go with that. There we've got Find Your Center, which is one of the other skills that's on your class mod. This gives us, basically it just doubles, and so you get 2 points in there. It gives you 200% melee damage and 75% range after your action skill. So you can obviously reach across the map and slap people, so it's pretty nice. But yeah, good damage. As I said, we've gone with the augment for the Nova. So when we use the action skill, it creates a Nova when it damages enemies, dealing damage to all nearby enemies. So we went with Nova. That's pretty nice. We're moving down to the bottom tier. You've got Guardian Angel, which is your get out of jail free card. It's your self res. If you obviously get put down in solo play, it reses you and it cools down. 120-second cooldown. You can get it again. So it's just basically a free life. Onto others is, whenever you get damaged, it throws out an energy orb at an enemy that damages you. It seeks them out and hits them for 3,644 damage, and the cooldown's 8 seconds. So whenever you take damage, she automatically throws this orb back at it, dealing action skill elemental damage. So it's pretty nice. I've seen it kill people, but it's nice to have just a defensive skill where it just throws it out and it seeks out and kills enemies. So it's pretty nice. We've got 8 points in Jab Cross, which is the last and final part of the legendary class mod that we're rocking. This is basically whenever Amara deals damage, it deals melee damage to an enemy, she gains increased action skill damage and increased gun damage for a few seconds. So the first thing I want to do in a pack of enemies is go up and hit an enemy, and then drop the action skill, which gives us a buffs on as weapons for those 200% damages. So we go in punch, then we hit the face slam, and then we go around punching people after that. It also gives us gun damage, so if it procs when we're close up to an enemy, it procs with personal space and jab cross work together. So you get all that 24% extra damage plus 48% closer, so you can see you can just melt enemies up close. Blitz is an override skill for the melee, which is basically when you aim at an enemy, you can rush forward. It's basically like Athena or like Zero from pre-sequel and Borderlands 2. So it gives you 100% melee damage, but it gives you a little bit of when you rush at the enemy. If you kill that enemy when you do it, you get it back, so you can continue to just keep doing it and like chain it. So Blitz is really good. So that's the Brawl tree. Then the rest of the points went into Fist of Elements. So we started out with Anima, which gives a status effect. So status effect damage is 20%, status effect damage duration 100%, and action skill status effect damage 40%. So I go with 5 points in Anima. We've got a point in Illuminated Fist, which is straight 75% melee damage, so that's a no-brainer. We go with Tempest, which Amara gets elemental damage. It increases her elemental damage by 30% and 20% extra with shock. So if you've got like a nice shotgun, you're up close and personal, you're good to use shock because you get a little bit of extra damage. We've maxed out Wildfire. I wanted to get down to Catharsis, but we maxed out Wildfire. Whenever we hit a status on an enemy, it's got a 40% chance to spread to other enemies. So that's pretty good. And we go Catharsis as the last point. Basically, whenever Amara triggers an elemental effect on an enemy, when the enemy dies, it explodes, dealing attuned elemental damage. So we've gone with the augmented fire. So if we get status on an enemy, they explode in fire. Or sometimes we switch out for the corrosive, depending on the enemy types. So that's pretty good. Alright, that's everything. So that's the build. That's some of the gear I've been using. If you want to know what the head and skin is, I can show you that, because some people want to know. So the head is Transmission Vector, and the skin is Neon Dreams. Alright, let me just give you a little bit of demonstration. We're going to drop down to Athenas. I kind of like running Athenas. We're just on normal TVHM. This is not going to be on Mayhem 1 or 2. This is just straight up TVHM. And let's see how this goes. She's just straight up fun. She's just a straight up badass that just gets into the middle of things. There's plenty of damage, and it's just a real fun playstyle. With Borderlands 3 turning around and giving us a melee siren, I thought I might as well just really invest some time in it and try and get a build that works. And I think this one works nice, so I thought we'd throw a video up together and see, just share it with the masses and see whether people actually get some real fun out of Amara, because she's good. With the advanced movement in this game, the sliding and all, everything that's in the game, I mean, this game feels so good. They've done such an amazing job, in my opinion. I play PC and it's just been good. Alright, so we're going to get a melee kill straight away. Then we're going to slam. You're better off shooting them, because there can be a pain. Again, you're just going to rush forward. You're procced. You've got melee range. You've got melee damage. Can't slide. If you watch the health bar, you're continuously getting health back because of the relic that we're using, the artifact. Just continue to do that again. He danders. We're going to get a free second win. That's okay. There's a badass over here. You just got to basically rush enemies down. We just got a explosion off that badass, so that's area 1. You just see how it flows together. As I said, it's a melee build. There is a chance that you're going to get shot by somebody that's going to put you down. Some of the enemies in this game have got some really crazy weapons, so it's going to happen. Either use your second wind weapon, or if you're up close, you can just melee. I mean, it's pretty easy to do that. This one you want to go for the backpacks, that kills them straight away. Want to get a melee explosion going. We get the slam down. I think he's going to try and get up here. He's dead. That was one shot just about through shields and everything. I'm going to kill those dudes, just shoot the backpack, it's easier. And just keep rolling. Stay within melee range. Those commanders blocking your damage is not fun. So you can see the damage up close you can do. He's fire, so I shouldn't really be punching him, but he should still die. Nice. So you can see it flows quite nice. The game, it's quite a simple play style, but absolutely ass kicking. And that's what you want. Nice crit with the Jacobs. See if we can get you. There's always this guy on top, so he just gets to mess about on top while you're fighting every other enemy. So you can see the flow of the build. It's just high progressive and just straight up fun. It works out really well. This is just on TVHM, so it's not on any of the Mayhem levels, but there's no reason why it wouldn't work. It still plays quite nice. It's pretty simple for TVHM at least.
Nothing to it. A trance, a dance, a massacre.
I think the big thing that you find in Borderlands 3 is you proper get attracted to the combat, and it just sucks you in completely.
Ready for more.
Makes you play hours and hours just because the flow and it's just fun. As I said, just use the advanced movement. There you go. She's just straight up badass and ass kicking everybody. And that's kind of what we wanted with the new Siren. So that is going to be today's video. I appreciate anybody that stuck around in the video. I hope some of you guys can really get something out of it. It's a pretty straightforward build. It's a pretty straightforward way of playing it. Get up close, get in there, get the melee going, get your life back with the artifact, and it's all good. So hope you get some out of that. I hope going forward a lot of you guys really give melee Amara a really good chance, because she's really good fun to play. This is only one of the 4 characters that I'm playing. I am daily live streaming Borderlands 3, so if any of you guys from YouTube want to pop over, it's twitch.tv/Fistmaster5000. We do daily content. It's a chill stream. We listen to some music and we just kick some ass in this game. So with that said, that's the end of the video. I appreciate you all for sticking around in the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully we can make some more content soon, but y'all have a good one.